some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy with tight coverage, but really nice to run.
To the air, it's Carlos. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that top hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Looking for room. It's DeMarco. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Breaks the ground on the left. And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And off to the shotgun. Finds a little space. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped. His veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that's really smart.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at 25.
This guy is a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll run play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability.
There he goes. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Coates. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Sooners! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Finds space on the right. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Off the play fake on 1st down. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the 1st down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
They'll give it to the back. Makes it past the marker. Open space for the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Wants to throw on 1st down.
is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Whistled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on it. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
A first down run in the red zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Extending the play. Gets rid of it. Trying to get it. Touchdown. A great catch and run for 6. These guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for his man in the middle. Oh, he got it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
If you're going to complete these stagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that.
Back to pass, it's Coates. Intercepted in the defensive zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Tell you what, when you come out with your own end zone, you shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Running the red zone, it's DeMarco. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
More base bait! More base bait! Ready, go!
On 3rd and 4. He's there to make the stop, and not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown! In the window for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try.
Let's go! Let's go!
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a 2-point conversion attempt.
Colorado 16, Oklahoma 7.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Coates. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job to fight that rush up the field.
Oh, he's got some space. They pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're going to ride this running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. He'll throw it. He makes the grab. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Sooners want to move quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the score. The defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. The quarterback keeps it on the sneak. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want to play.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on,
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Sooner. The defense putting points on the board.
and doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Voorhees. 4 down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Now he's looking into the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Off the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. And perhaps a touchdown saving tackle as it gets him down to the 37. Just enough time to get off one more snap. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Sooners will try to kick this one deep and get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's 40. He's brought down at the 16, would have been one.
something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Slithers into space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then
Breaks it again! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
The screen place, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do anything.
to throw. It's Coates. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, you should bet on your guy. If you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And they got it. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Creates a little space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Boone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody staying in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. These corners going to give them some space. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Back to pass, it's Coates. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in.
Yeah, you see running backs in today's football, they play runs basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
As they get set to snap and time winding down here in the quarter. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Tosses to the quarterback. Keeps looking downfield. The throw. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
During the week, you always practice these trick plays, and as a player, you're like, when are we going to break it out? When are we going to call it? They break out the flea flicker, and it breaks out to success.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Cooks. Floating away. He's going to take off. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive.
22 more. 22 more.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
The pull and throw off the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Direct snap. And into the end zone. Touchdown Sooner. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away and count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack.
He's going to let it go. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal.
Ready, ready.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Coates. They'll run the screen. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17?
Ready.
Looking to fire. Dances away. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins champion.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mixing guys like Jones, and you start mixing guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Let's go. Let's go.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
kick it away.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.